The mind and the complex instruments compassed inside of it is like a black hole, a void inside one's head which churns and processes everything that it can accept. The Milky Way and its inhabitants are more than informed on the need of keeping one's emotions and mental health sane and at bay. Hades would love the idea of people going insane and their minds going topsy-turvy, apart from having all those nasty and wild thoughts on themselves. Hades would love anything bad to be honest as it is in his blood, Ambri to be negative and ignore all those healthy gooey-goody, although he is wealthy. Metis, goddess of wisdom on the other hand, would really love the idea of having a conversation on wisdom and good thoughts. Talking about emotion management and mental health especially, and precisely focusing on how students can be in charge of it, has been the talk of the century throughout the galaxy. Master Yoda himself once said, "Truly wonderful the mind of the young is," which emphasizes and proves how important to groom the adolescent's mind and thoughts, and guiding them on how to be in charge of it. Students can be in charge of their emotion management with a few steps which can be followed, but not fully, as all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. The first point is by arranging their time so that these students could succeed apart from enjoying their student life. The student life is one of the most wonderful and memorable time of one's lifetime, facing love and fall, success and failure, read and play, and by arranging the time appropriately these students manage their emotions right as well. Managing time means these students are more flexible apart from being more particular in things, keeping them sane, preventing mental exhaustion which turns bad over time. Another point on how to be in charge and manage emotion is by actually enjoying life and talking to people. Research has shown that people who spend some time daily talking to other Homo sapiens are much more healthier physically and especially mentally, compared to those who prefer to keep their life private, dodging from talking to people. By talking to people, human or in a smaller scope, students actually keep their emotions at bay, apart from staying sane, which in turns becomes a way to manage and be in charge of their emotions and also mental health. Tips on how to take care of your mental health is all over the net, but it can be simplified into a few tips and tops. The first one would actually be to talk about your feelings. By talking about your feelings, you are actually expressing yourself in a healthy way which helps you to stay at the top notch of your health, and it also helps you to deal with times when you feel troubled. The succeeding tip is to keep yourself active and healthy physically. Experts believe that exercising releases chemicals in your brain that makes you feel good and always in the pink of health. Regular exercise also boosts one's self-esteem, which also helps in the ability to concentrate, sleep, and also feel better day by day. One thing that students always undergo and experience is the feel of not being good enough and never doing things perfectly. The tip here is to always take a break. Students are not robots that do not feel tired or even have any emotions at all, which makes them perfect and always good enough. Take a break, change a scene, change your pace, change your way of life is always the better and healthier option in life, good for mental health. Taking a break brings a lot of meanings depending on the student themselves. Some may sleep, some go for a hike, some play games, and others might opt to just meditate, take a deep breath, release. There you go, all good and ready for your next adventure? To conclude, the whole Star Wars quotes and other related things are a whole summarization of how to keep your mental health at bay and being the manager of your own emotions. Each tricks and tips might be different and might not work on everyone, but everyone, especially students, to be physically and mentally healthy in one way or another.